Alright, we're going to be playing our premier draft Ravnica Mixer deck, where we drafted Guilds of Ravnica, Ravnica Allegiance, and War of the Spark. 3 sets that were not meant to be drafted together, or not designed to be drafted together at least. We have a very interesting deck. I don't know if it's going to be a consistently good deck, or even if it's a good deck at all. My first pick was Vraska, so that was pretty cool, except that Golgari is like the worst guild in Guilds of Ravnica, so we were focused on trying to get other cards that weren't Golgari. It was not an easy draft format, honestly. Pack 3, I was hoping it would carry me a little bit, but it's tough because my rares were terrible. Oh my goodness, this is not a good... wow, this is so weird. We have both of our planeswalkers in his hand. That's awesome, actually. If we can get... It's actually funny, we just draw some lands and we actually can play stuff, but... Well, our turn 2 play was going to be Gateway Plaza anyway. Alright, really hoping we get that land, or else we're in trouble. We have Callous Dismissal, I guess, which is not terrible. Buys us a turn. Our opponent doesn't have anything either. We have a 2-drop. Unfortunately, we can't capitalize on our opponent not getting their lands either. Gotta move to discard. That sucks for them. We did get our 3rd land, so that's nice. Poke for 1. I suspect they have a combat trick or something, which is why they have the ability to react. Okay, so we have Teferi. I don't want to show that off to them yet. They'll need to play that. Spellkeeper. There's nothing to do Spellkeeper weird with yet. I think it's best to just fix our draws right now. Yes. Moving forward, we have a lot of removal to just keep our opponent off guard here. Okay, we got a lot of lands to work with, which is nice. I think I want to operate like this. I almost want to just get Vraska going, really, next turn. Really, there's no reason to get Vraska going, so I very well could just play Golgari Guildgate. Yeah. I think I'll do it like that. I want to keep my lands. We've got plenty of action right now. If our opponent keeps breaking... Man, not even 2-drops. Yeah, I noticed this format's very light on 2-drops. Really, Guilds, Ravnica, and Ravnica Allegiance didn't have many 2-drops, unless you were in white, and really those cards get outclassed very fast because there's just so much good, like, mid-rangey, like, bombs. You have to be going full dedicated aggro. Big bomb. Yeah, they got their big bombs there. Not gonna do much for them. Alright, I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna swing with both of our dudes. There shouldn't be any punish for this at all. I guess I'll just run out Spellkeeper weird. I'm trying to think if there's board wipes. Well, it doesn't matter when our opponent's not drawing any of their lands. We really could be if we were more aggressive, we could be punishing them, but our deck is very much more of a mid-rangey control deck. There isn't really much... Wow. Wow, that's not good for them. So many things we could do here. Well, let's poke in for 3. I guess we might as well just run out Vraska, honestly. We'll tick her up, but not do anything. We'll choose not to sacrifice.
Its loss will serve
Decline. Honestly, we might be able to win with that. With her ult right here. We have all this removal to keep our opponent off guard. Except, they're just not drawing lands. What the heck is going on? I've never faced an opponent who has had so much mana issues like this before. And I thought we were in big trouble. Are you just supposed... Are you like Jund? Splashing white? Yeah, we're just gonna be under assumption that our opponent just doesn't have anything. Yeah, that sucked for our opponent. We had a lot of answers at least. Well, a win's a win, I guess. Not the way we thought we'd win, but we'll take it, I guess. I don't think our games are gonna be that easy. I am terrified of a really aggressive, like, Boros deck. Like a Mardu deck of some sort. So somebody could draft Boros in pack 1, Orzhov in pack 2, and then pick up a lot of the really good removal spells in, like, World Spark. You got cards like Mayhem Devil, too. Kaya, Angrath. And there's Ill-Gotten Inheritance to close out games as well. Oh yeah, you got Rakdos as well in pack 2, although Rakdos is not particularly great, but there's a few cards that are good. Huh. I guess no one's really playing this format right now. It's a weird format. I'm also in the bronze tier as well. Yeah, it's playable. We don't need final payment right away. Our games really start at turn 3. It's kind of sucks when we don't get to go first. I wonder what our opponent could be playing. Yeah, in limited, there's very few, like, you know, 1-drops. But some formats have some great 1-drops. But Ravnica block was... all 3 of them did not have, like, particularly spectacular 1-drops. Maybe, like, in Boros, we got Healer's Hawk. Looks like our opponents found Boros. I thought they were going to be Rakdos. It could be Mardu. We're just drawing over our swamps. We're actually mostly a blue-heavy deck. I can get Iron Bully out. I mean, Iron Bully just dies to everything, I think. Well, it's got Menace, so it does need to be blocked by a couple creatures, but... What, is our opponent just not going to have anything again or something? Or did they could be debating about what land to play? They must have something. It's a very strange format, so it's hard to navigate it, honestly. Oh. Okay, so I need to have a land drop, okay. Maybe have an instant speed spell of some sort. They're timing out. They timed out. Okay, I like Demir Informant way better than Iron Bully. So I'm just gonna play Demir Informant. I want to... Okay, yeah, this is why I want to do it. Let's ditch the swamp, because we do not need any more swamps. We want the Azorius Guildgate, though, because we want access to Final Payment. We still can't have access to Vraska, Golgari Queen, but... Can't have everything, but... Downside is that they play something threatening on turn 4. We cannot play Final Payment right away. All we can do is play Iron Bully. We can beef up our Demir Informant a little bit, make it a 2/5. Did our opponent have that last turn, or did they just forget to play it, or what is happening? Did he have like a combat trick? I'm very confused about what our opponent has been trying to do, but I'm gonna run out the Iron Bully. I'm gonna put a counter on Demir Informant. It's kind of putting all my eggs in one basket, but I'm gonna play defensively. There's no reason to get aggressive. I don't think it's worth trying to swing for 2 points only to get swacked back for 3 points. And plus, Mentor's a thing. If they're Boros, they could have that 5-drop, the 4/2 with Mentor. Granted, that just dies to Demir Informant here, being a 2/5. Alright. What's this? Just a 3/3. It's got Vigilance. Fearless Hope. Birdie's got Vigilance. My dude can't block, and his activated abilities can't be activated. Alright, well, can't block. Ooh, neato. Okay, so what are we gonna do? I think state-based actions say that, like, because it gets -2/-2, it will like immediately go away before I can even sack it with Final Payment. Wouldn't that be so cool if I could sacrifice my enchantment as it like kills their creature? That'd be neat. Not gonna happen though. I really want to play Chillbringer out. I'm kind of not threatened by their things, honestly. But the problem is that they could have ways to like pump up their dudes, which could be bad news. Alright, I'm gonna... Okay. I'm gonna swing with both of my guys, yeah. I'm not blocking with Iron Bully. If only I can sacrifice their enchantment. Aho! Nice.
Vengeance will rain like meteors.
She -5's here. Ha ha ha, alright, let's get some value here. Let's choose an additional cost. Sacrificing a creature enchantment. Okay, target creature. Yep, we blow up that thing. Sacrifice our dude. Now that's how you get some value, guys. And Iron Bully is going to be able to swack in. Alright, we're going to play Jace's Triumph next. Let's draw some cards. Let's just play Azorius Guildgate, I guess. Play the Forest next turn. We don't have really any more removal aside from Vraska, unless Vraska can only kill their small things. They don't have anything. Interesting. I kind of don't like running Vraska out because this thing can just get died at hasty things. I kind of want to surprise them. But at the same time, it puts pressure on them though, so we'll see. Actually, yeah, this is the right call. Mainly because
sometimes sacrifice is necessary.
I do want to draw more cards. We have so many lands. That's not good for them. Okay, there's only one card in this deck that's worth that costs 6 or more CMC. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sacrifice. Alright, I'm gonna sacrifice swamp.
Pain is weakness, leaving the body.
Eat that. Okay, that didn't matter. Auto pay. At some point we gotta play a 3/3 flyer. We might legitimately win with Vraska. That is hilarious. I don't think I've ever done that before. We just need 2 more turns. Pass. What is in their opponent's hand? Like, is it creature removal? The quality of our opponent's cards is like kind of mediocre aside from like Nihiri. My turn. Ooh, we're just drawing a lot of lands. We're just gonna do that again.
Well on what's about to happen.
Second things, nice. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I've got Teferi's Time Twist, so if they have like a hasty creature or whatever, I can blink Chillbringer. Actually, that won't work because it comes back at, I think, at the end of turn. Ooh, that stinks. Enters the battlefield, creature control get +1. Okay, that's whatever. Until your next turn, creatures can't attack you unless they... Yep. Good game. Okay, so yeah, we basically won. Wow. Yeah, Vraska carrying us. I mean, it would have won us, I guess, game 1, but definitely was the reason why we won game 2. We had some removal here and there, but our opponent's just not playing things for back-to-back turns. I just don't get what that... Were they trying to dance around Vraska? No. They don't want their stuff blown up. They probably just wanted to play multiple spells out, but eventually you have to answer it. I was expecting a lot more of an aggressive Boros deck. And a Boros deck that starts on turn 3 is not really what you want from an aggro deck. It's good for us because our deck is slow. I'm surprised we got 2 wins, although first opponent really, I mean, that was not really much of a game. Second opponent, they ran out of gas, I guess? Man, this stinks. You just need one more land. A swamp, ideally. We don't really need a swamp. We don't really need Vraska's finisher right now, but still nice to kind of get our colors fixed. I cut the double colored cards, like double blue, double black. I think you could call it double pip, because I figured in a deck that's only 4 colors. Okay, hey, we got our wish. Asking you shall receive, as they say. Okay, if our opponent doesn't do anything on turn 2, we can play Aven Eternal. If they do that, however... Interesting situation. I could play Teferi, or I could draw some cards. Playing Teferi, I don't think really does much, and I think I'd rather draw some cards. Okay, I'm glad we did that because there are no lands, and we would like to have another land at least to get going. If our opponent plays another... I forgot. This is the one double color card that I did not cut because I figured in a situation like this, problem is I don't have double black, so we're in a little pickle. You know, this is not ideal, but I can Teferi, bounce their token, then deadweight the other dude. It's not how I want to do it. Alternatively, I can do Dimir Informant, and then kill off their Raider. Their Raider's really not threatening to me, but I mean, I'm gonna play Ilgon Inheritance, but I'm gonna take a lot of damage in the process. There's a lot of different options. I'm not running Aven Eternal out because if I have a chance to play Crowley or Carnarium, I'm going to do that. This just seems like too much of a good opportunity to pass up, but yeah, I'm just gonna do this.
Sorry I'm late.
Bounce, they're dude.
Like it.
Yoink. Deadweight. Yoink. Kill that. Yeah, I'd like to be patient with the Crowded Carnarium, but the problem is I don't have the double black, and it doesn't seem like I'm just gonna get it anytime soon. Selesnya is not fantastic color combination. They're looking at the top part of the library. It is a blue spell. My cast Ooh,
I've got time.
They know I have the island. Okay. Aven Eternal. Oh, they're gonna make that sizable, huh? Oi, oi. The good thing is I don't have to worry about combat tricks, so that's neat. This is super awkward, but I think I'm gonna need to actually blink Teferi. I was thinking of blinking Aven Eternal first, but because it'd be a 3/3. But the fact that it's a 4/5 now, the whole deal is gonna be just too slow. Yeah.
This is hardly my
Blink
worst
Teferi.
defeat.
How? What a flavorful move. No blocks. Get that Teferi back.
I know my
Okay,
responsibility.
neat. We found a removal spell, but we got to blast this guy back first. I don't like that he gets knowledge of my top card in my hand, but whatever. I don't think there's really hasty cards in these colors, so I'm just gonna swing. Alright, let's see. What do we want to do? What is the most mana efficient play? Ill-Gotten Inheritance would be nice. If they do any more tricks like that, pumping up their Sakili Silverwing, that's gonna be rough for me. It's not that, it's not this, not the Mere Informant. I think we'll go with the most mana efficient play, Ashiok Skulker. Teferi's really done his job at this point, so I'm not really concerned about it being killed. All it's doing is being a nuisance to our opponent by making them play at sorcery speed. It's drawn us 2 cards. It's slowed him down tremendously. Cool.
Let's try this.
Alright, we got another swamp, so that's actually really nice. How unfortunate for them that I have Grotesque Demise. Wait, and that's a 3-power creature. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna swing first. I want to see what they do. Ashiok Skulker won't die. Alright, they want a little defensive. No blocks. No blocks. Fascinating. Cool. Okay, well, in that case, we are gonna play Demir Informant next. We will get knowledge of what's in our hand. Okay. Okay, I like both of these. Never Happen's gonna get worse. I think I might actually pitch Never Happen to the graveyard. Oh, but I can play that instant speed. That's super rough for our opponent. Whenever creature you control attacks alone, it gets +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures you control. So this thing would be a 5/7, huh? Interesting. Zap! Zap that thing. It's nice not that I don't have to worry about combat tricks. This time, Teferi's putting in work.
Don't worry, I got this.
But we do still need to worry about Angelic Exaltation. Let's see. This thing can get at least... This can become a 3/3? I'm not concerned about that. Let's see... Let's keep the pressure on. I was really tempted to play Vraska's finisher, actually. But I do like playing Spellkeeper Weird, because it just gives access to all of our spells. Oh, they open 5. Well, that's a wee bit of a damper in our plans. Okay. Past the blockers. I don't know why they did that. They can't play combat tricks. So something like Righteous Blow that is not effective. Neat. Dang, that's 4 CMC. That stinks. So we know we're swinging with a flyer. We just don't know what else we're attacking with. How unfortunate that their creatures are 3 power. Oh my god. Alright. We're swinging with everybody here. Except for Spellkeeper Weird, of course. It sure feels nice. I don't have to worry about combat tricks. And we're gonna do Vraska's finisher. Nice. Wow. This time Teferi was our MVP. Drew us 2 cards, really slow the game down for us so that we could kind of stabilize while the board stay like this. And we never had to worry about combat tricks or instant speed action on our turn. I don't know what they had in their hand, but maybe it was a nuisance to them. We'll never know as their opponent. But in those colors, was it Selesnya? You're bound to have at least a few tricks. We might. Okay. Wow, okay. We got 3 wins. I did not think we'd get this far with this deck. The mana is so weird. Our deck is slow. It pretty much starts at turn 3. I'm very much glad I picked up the dead weight. Removal is kind of hard to come by, honestly. Ooh, I don't really like this. I go first as well. Man, these could at least be my dual lands, my guild gates. Well, we'll see. We got a game to give. Oh, that's rough, man. feel like I'm gonna regret getting rid of the Stainful Stroke, but I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh, well, I'm glad they milled me because I needed a Gateway Plaza. Although I'm not happy that Vraska's finisher's gone, but oh well. What can we do? Okay, they didn't do anything, so I'm gonna take a peek at what the heck they're doing. Okay. A ton of nonsense. I do not care about that card. I don't care about that, and how much do I care about Teferi's Time Twist? This is literally their only creature. That's removal, but do I care about that? If I remove their only creature, they really just have nothing to work with right now. But I'm trying to think of what's problematic in the future. I can get rid of their creature with Grotesque Demise. Transmutation is kind of annoying, but not the end of the world. The Teferi's Time Twist is the one card that can really dodge a lot of my removals, so I think the Teferi's Time Twist is the right call here. If our opponent plays smart, okay, I'm gonna end my turn. Let's see if they try to stealth mission here. If they push in for a stealth mission, we can 2-for-1 them with Grotesque Demise. Well, guess we're not that good. We're gonna Grotesque Demise. This is the most mana efficient play. Vraska would be the right thing to do. If I knew I was drawing a freaking land, I wouldn't have used Grotesque Demise. Okay. Senate Courier. Got a feeling they want to change me to take my Senate Courier, which I can easily blow up with Vraska, Golgari Queen. Okay, with me. I really don't need a player right now. I think I just want to play Eternal Skylord instead. I'm gonna swing for one. Huh. I wonder what our opponent's doing. Trying to think if there's a board wipe. I know there's a board wipe. There's like Time Warp, but Time Wipe, but that's not in their colors. Was there one in black? I feel like there was one in black. There's Kaya's Wrath, but again, it's not in their colors. I'm gonna pass Wall Death. Pass to death. This is rough for our opponent. Well, we represent lethal next turn. really mediocre creature. Gonna do stealth mission. Just make their dude bigger. Alright, whatever. Gonna freeze that guy. And let's see, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Freeze one there, buddy. That's exactly enough. I have plenty of answers, but there's a possibility our opponent would play like a creature with 4 or greater CMC, so I wanted to keep Chillbringer in the back to freeze their dude up. Huh. I guess I should have figured out from the get-go that they were playing with some pretty bad cards. Like, Vicious Rumors is not a good card, honestly. It picks out a card from my hand, but it's random. I get to choose. Disdainful Stroke, honestly, I'm glad it got rid of that. That really just never came up at all that game. It was nice to get knowledge about their hand. It didn't seem like Teferi's Time Twist really came up in the end. I mean, I guess they could have, blinked their creature towards the end, but, I mean, I had so many ways to get my creature's evasion that I don't think it mattered in the end. What do I attribute that win to? I don't know, not really much. I mean, I played Grotesque Demise to kill their only creature, and they just didn't follow it up, and it just took over the game from there. I guess there's some people. I guess for some people it's their first time playing with any of these cards. Huh. Interesting. Eternal Skylord once again. Well, Eternal Skylord kind of put a clock on our opponent last time, although it's because they didn't have any creatures. Azorius Guildgate. Wow. Pilfering Imp, huh? Okay, so here's the question. Do I deal with their Pilfering Imp now? They're gonna get full knowledge of my hand here. I don't think it's worth it. Losing 5 life. Okay. Vraska's finisher's not worth playing. I'm gonna keep digging deeper. See if I can find something. Rampaging Monument's not bad. What's the next thing to do here? Rampaging Monument. Let's see if this can stick. I'm not so threatened by their creatures right now. Okay. This means that they don't have Death Brand and a couple other cards. They didn't play anything. Interesting. Oh, they didn't use pull from the Imp's ability either, so they must have some reactive spells. I don't want to run into something dangerous. It's kind of a hard call here. I don't think I attack right now. I think I'm just gonna stay defensive. We'll see what our opponent does first. Nothing. No, I'm not gonna attack. I will play Senate Courier though. I'll keep up my final payment. They try to kill one of my dudes. Enters, ETPs, has hexproof as long as you control. Okay, so we need to do this now. Okay, we will respond to this trigger by killing their dude right now. And I will pay 5 life for this. Pay 5 life. Ooh. Nice. Whenever this creature blocks a creature, that creature does not untap during its controller's next untap step. That's annoying. These are annoying things. Oh, see, I was under the impression I get a counter for every color in the multicolored spell. That's not as good. Let's go to attacks. Let's see. Eventually, we gotta slam over these dudes. Let's do this. Their opponent forget that has an ability. We could be big brains here. Ooh, that's pretty good. Only problem for them is my 1/4 flyer bricks them. They tossed away a land. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna swing like 1, 2, a 3. There's a tricky situation here. I'm gonna take the risk with Ilgon Inheritance here. It was either this or like I played Teferi's Time Twist and Callous Dismissal. With Teferi's Time Twist, I could blink Cynic Courier, make it a 2/5, so, or well, really, it's just to block the Watcher in the Mist. Or I could blink Eternal Skylord and mass, make my zombie army much bigger. Our opponent's not really doing pilfering in because they just need to keep doing things. Oh ho ho! And our guy won't untap next turn. Interesting. I'm not really crazy about what I'm about to do, but I think this is what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna just have to slow them down a little. I don't like that I'm giving them the ability to surveil. See, that is kind of like the reason why I did that. I wish I had that last turn. Ooh, I can do this still. I can blow up Casmina's transmutation. Okay. No blocks. Pass. I just need to stabilize a little bit. Okay. Our opponent scooped? What? They still had 13 life. There was no reason to scoop. Like, they had so many things to do. They could Pilfering Imp, look at her hand. I was worried they were going to do that from the get-go, but I'm glad we didn't kill that guy, because we very much needed to get rid of the Mesmerizing Bent. This was going to just take over the game. Just having the Hexproof alone was problematic. I'm glad we didn't have the Sacrifice spell in our deck, because this board state, against this board state, it would have been useless. But wow. What? Why? Like, all you have to do is remove Eternal Skylord. My zombie army doesn't have flying anymore, and you could easily run into me. I mean, Illidan Inheritance would eventually close out the game, but it would take a while to get there. Our opponent, I think they skipped a bit too early. I mean, I know there's times when you realize the game is over, but maybe they realize their deck doesn't have a way to win. I'm surely they have that removal. Well, I guess Vraska came in clutch. I kept thinking about killing creatures, but then I remembered, oh, we can blow up any non-land permanent, so that includes enchantments. So, wow, we're at 5 wins. This is crazy. What the heck? With the power of Vraska and Teferi on our side, 2 very unlikely allies. The fact that we're playing them even in the same deck is crazy to think about. They don't share any colors with each other at all. Well, we only seen Teferi like that one game, but it really did a lot of work. Vraska coming in clutch. But yeah, that looked like the play where I blinked. Ooh. Looks like we're up against the gold tier guy now. Yeah, the play where I blinked their or I blinked my dude that masses 2 and gives my dudes flying, and then Cal's dismissaling their 3/4 flyer ended up being the right call. The tempo play was worth it because they would have killed me, I think, that turn, or would have been close to killing me. Oh, boy. I think we're up against an aggro deck, guys. That's dangerous. Footlight Fiend's dangerous. This combined with Blade Brand is a nightmare. Well, they don't got black. Well, no blue spells, so that's good for me, I guess. We're gonna run out Aven Eternal. Our zombie army would be a good blocker for the Footlight against the Footlight Fiend. If you want to kill the Aven Eternal, by all means. No? They don't want to kill him? Okay. I should have never happened first. Oh well. Peekaboo? Whew. Okay. Okay, they don't have any spells right now, right? Okay, they don't have spells. Okay, so I would think I get rid of Crackling Drake. I can at least... Murmuring Mystic doesn't get any value off the bat. However, if they're smart, they don't play right away. But if they want to play on curve, they do. I think I get rid of Crackling Drake. This replaces itself and gets bigger and bigger. I don't like the fact that they have Disdainful Stroke. But it's good to know that they have it. We'll have to be careful as we try to play our God-Pharaoh statue in the future. Sweet. They played the Mystic, and that's exactly what we wanted them to do. Alright, I'm gonna poke in for 2. Then we will demise their Mystic. If we somehow draw an untapped land next turn, and they play something, aka they tap out, they don't tap out. Darn, darn, darn. Too good to be true. Teferi's Time Twist. I'm putting all my eggs in one basket here. I'm gonna keep putting this clock on them. Whenever they do tap out, I play God-Pharaoh statue. Darn. That's what I get for putting all my eggs in one basket. I don't block. Doesn't work the way you think it does, pal. Okay, the Chillbringer is gonna bait out the Disdainful Stroke for sure. Okay. I think I know what I need to do. I'm gonna get Never Happened. Get the Disdainful Stroke out of their hand. Huh. Who would've thought? Never Happened ended up being a good card. No blocks. We've pretty much got it. Alright, we're gonna freeze their dude. I guess I should have Callous Dismissal. Oh well. And no, they had Jump Direct Current. Oh, they had another one. Fascinating. Well, God-Pharaoh statue. I mean, kind of closed out the game there and really made it annoying for our opponent. The tax on your opponent's spells, especially if you can get out early and your opponent's behind, it's so punishing. The Spellkeeper Ward with the Never Happened, I think, honestly, this was kind of clutch right here. Never happened. Being able to peek into their hand and what did I pick out? I exiled Crackling Drake. That would have been problematic. Dealing with both Drake and Mystic together would have been a real hard time, but I can deal with one or the other. And we had the removal spell, fortunately. Small, low power creatures, and you know, Grotesque Demise has come up a lot, honestly. I was able to hit a lot of creatures in my games because there's plenty of things with fearless power. Crackling Drake replaces itself, so we had to remove that immediately. Murmuring Mystic needs a turn to get going, and so we had a window to get rid of it, so that's why I got rid of it. The Disdainful Stroke was annoying, but we had a lot of low CMC spells to dance around it, and fortunately, like we saw right there, Spellkeeper Ward got us Never Happened back, and then that way it gave us the opportunity we needed to play out our God-Pharaoh statue, and then any of our other big spells like Chillbringer. Fortunately, our opponent kind of ran out of gas, it looked like. It kept stumbling while we just had a lot of things to do. Got a little scared that they were going to go a little aggro, but it didn't really work out for them. Too many tricks, and only one creature to work with. I think that was their only creature they played all game. The Footlight Fiend. We got one more game to play. I was ready to honestly just skip this up and do another draft because I didn't think our deck was that great. I still don't think the deck is fantastic, but I think we played smart enough against our opponents. And then I think our opponents, some of our opponents aren't running good cards. It's passable with Callous Dismissal. I'm gonna need a black source to get going. Doing that into like Vraska's finishers, kind of. Okay, there we go. Asking you shall receive. It's as easy as that, guys. Ask for a black source. Opponent's playing slow? We play slow too. Look at that. Already we've got all of our colors. Our opponent's playing a little slow. Perfect. What do you want? Black or blue? Black or blue? I mean, we got both, so whatever. Give me your format. Fix our draws, fix our draws. I'm okay with one land, but I don't know if I want two lands. But our opponent is running behind. Actually, I'm okay with this. Not really scared of any of their creatures. It looks like they're gonna try to fix their land drops because... Oh, looks like they have lands. Now that they surveil, yeah, we're gonna Grotesque Demise. Exile that guy. I don't think we want to waste our Vraska's finisher on their Demir Informant, so I think I'm just gonna run out Ashiok Skulker. Just pass. Alright. Once we get God-Pharaoh's statue out, that's when we're gonna give our opponent a real hard time. Normally I don't like keeping so many lands on top of my deck, but I really wanted to get to God-Pharaoh's statue on turn 6, since we noticed our opponent missed a land drop. So putting attacks on them will really sting. Ooh! Oof. That hurts. Ooh, why did that happen? Let's... I'm afraid of the Disdainful Stroke, but they gotta get it. Damn! They got it! They got the Disdainful! Ah! They got me. But hey, at least Ashiok Skulker didn't get banished, so there's that. Ah, dang. Did he got another one? Oh, I had a feeling the Dark Collapse was on top. Oh no, our Amel got an inheritance too. Uh-oh. We're kind of in trouble, guys. Our win conditions are dwindling away now. Dang, their counterspells are really wrecking us here. Oh no. I feel like that's not really a great play, but we're just gonna keep doing this. And I should have done that the next turn. Oh well. Nah, we got Mortify. Oh, big 4/5 body. Okay, so we want to kill Dowser of Lights. This deck is just full of almost like Guilds of Ravnica cards. It's impressive. I don't think we haven't seen a single card from World of Spark. Wow. Okay. Hit the Dowser. I don't much care for any of that. Just do that. I'm not gonna play Vraska's finisher yet. How do I win? How do I win? Well, it starts with Cry of the Carnarium, I think. Yeah. Uh... We have little edges here. Our creatures are not that big, not that good, but... Ah! That's a big thing. That's big. Holy moly, that's big. Darn. Should have been patient with my Vraska's finisher. Okie dokie, so... we're just gonna swing with our 4/4 flyer. And we're just gonna pass the turn. Simple as that. Oh darn. Okay. We swing with a 2/2 flyer. Lay down the swamp, pass the turn. There's a couple of cards that can... well, there's one card that can give our guys unblockable. It would be helpful right now. So we've seen 11 of their spells in their deck. Swing with a 2/2 flyer. Played it. Senate Courier. Pass the turn. This will speed things up maybe a little bit. Exciting gameplay. Invigorating gameplay. Alright. I'm gonna give you Vigilance. Speed stings up a little bit. Put an island down. Pass the turn. Oh, Cures Dambreaker. Damn, it bit you be big. Oh, we're drawing all of our lands, bro. How many lands am I running? I'm running like 17. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 11. I think I see 12 lands, if I'm not mistaken. 12 lands total I've seen. Ah. What are the chances? Alright. You got a removal spell? Just gotta keep patient. Look down to the swamp. Oof. I mean, I'm ahead. But we're just drawing lands, it looks like. Good game. Wow. Let's kill this thing. Oh, wait. It's got hexproof? Non-destructible, okay. Wait, no, no. Wait, that's stupid. Don't. Oh, nah. Don't the blocks. Like, man, what am I doing in my life? Let's do this. Good measure. Put the +1/+1 counter there. I was holding a force this whole time. Swing. And make sure you don't have lifelink. Swing. Ah. Swing, everybody, swing. Give him extra vigilance. Extra vigilance. Holy smokes, guys. Wow, we went 7-0? 7-0? With this wonky deck that I put together? This 4-color disgusting nonsense? And not the good kind of disgusting, but like the actually disgusting. Wow. I mean, granted, I don't think a lot of our opponents weren't playing like great decks, but wow. Like, so here's my deck. I'm running 42 cards, so like I really should have been punished a lot more in certain games with mana, but fortunately it didn't really come up too often. Because it is a slower format, so it was hard for me to figure out what to cut. Dead Weight, Callous Dismissal, Disdainful Stroke, this never came up at all. The one time I had it in my hand, I just tossed it away. Passable Dead, this didn't really come up. Although it definitely could have won us the game faster in that last one. Just need to make our creatures unblockable. It's good mana sink, and it's sizable booty as well to soak up a little bit of damage early. Teferi's Time Twist came in clutch. The flexibility of this card, I'm very glad I ended up picking up one. Being able to blink my Teferi in one game to really slow things down, and the flexibility of blinking my own creatures too. I could have also done it to shake off any like annoying auras that are attached to it that maybe says my creature can't block or whatever like that. Kismina's Transmutation, stuff like that. But this was one of the key cards in the deck, or at least it was. It had a big role in some of my games. Final Payment only came up once, but it was crucial. It got rid of that octopus thing, that mythic octopus, which was pretty important to get rid of at instant speed, or else I was not going to deal with it. Amassing came up a lot. I'm really glad that I picked up the Eternal Skylord. Just because being able to make your amass creatures flying did matter a lot. Being able to fly over my opponent's things. I mean, flying's good. And I only had like 3 cards that amassed, but that's all I guess I needed to, deal enough damage. And in conjunction with like Teferi's Time Twist, I can amass even more should my creatures ever get destroyed, or if I just want to make them bigger. In a lot of cases, I actually just made my dudes bigger because I really wanted to speed up the clock. It was risky, but it did pay off in the end. Oh, actually, Final Payment did come up, I think, another time. I think we sacrificed our own creature. Our opponent. Oh yeah, that's right. There's one game where our opponent using a Hiri to try to kill. I think our Demir Informant that had like an extra +1/+1 counter on it. We sacrificed it to destroy their creature in response. So it was kind of like not really a 2-for-1 necessarily, but it effectively resulted in a. Let's see, how do I equate that? So we had to use 2 cards to get rid of one of their creatures, but it wasted their trigger, and our dude was able to kill theirs. So it's a little 2-for-2, but it put us in a better board state, I guess. Better position than they were. I'm sure they were not expecting that instant speed interaction like that. Let's see, Demir Informant was very helpful, honestly. Like, it helped smooth out our draws. Getting that information was really important, and having a 1/4 body really helped to soak up damage on the ground early on. I mean, the mirrors are kind of annoying, as we saw in that last game. We were just kind of like staring at each other for a while, trying to figure out a way to crack through each other. I did get a little greedy, or too aggressive with the Vraska's finisher, getting rid of their dude. I was trying to like press in for enough extra damage, but they played a big bomb, so that slowed things down tremendously. But the difference is that I had flyers and he didn't, and I had guys who could actually kill their guy because their bomb was just a 5/6. Like, I guess who cares at that point? Jace's Triumph was actually, good because it's a divination. That's really what it was. And in a slow format like this, slow mid-ranging format, I figured a divination was going to be good. And how many times where I just did it on turn 3, my opponent had a board state, but I'm like, I don't care about your board state right now. I just want to draw more cards. I think one game I actually wanted to try to find Cry of the Carnarium, or my priority was to just draw lands so I could actually play my lands every turn and be able to play multiple spells, or at least be able to play multiple spells eventually. Senate Courier only came up in the last game, really. But having that extra flyer was handy. It sped up the clock. Spellkeeper Weird came up a good number of times, as you guys saw. Being able to grab back any instant sorcery. We had a couple of those. I grabbed back, I think, like a removal spell, Grotesque Demise, and then another time I got Never Happened. That was pretty nice to be able to pick out our opponents. I think it was Disdainful Stroke. So that way we could play out our Chillbringer, which was nice. Crowd of the Carnarium came up once, but it was crucial because it wiped out 2 of their creatures, or really 3 of their creatures, because I played my Vraska's finisher as well to finish off their informant. Grotesque Demise was one of, surprisingly, our most used removal spell, because there's and it did a lot of work, honestly. Surprisingly efficient considering the number of 3-power creatures there were. Ended up being way better than I expected it to, honestly. I'm glad I picked it up. Removal was removal, but it was very conditional. Never happened. I mean, it came in clutch in some games. Having information in a slow format like this, being able to pick out your opponent's bombs before they come down is important, but also being able to pick off like removal or like tricks, and being able to prepare for those too. Hand knowledge is very nice to have in this kind of format. Vraska's finisher came up like once. Teferi Time Raveler was MVP in one of our games. Really slowed things down against our opponent, and it was nice to not worry about combat tricks or instant speed interaction. Mortify only came up once, but being able to blow up an enchantment is very nice flexibility. There's a lot of auras and a lot of powerful enchantments. Ravnica Allegiance has a lot of powerful enchantments, so having like enchantment removal, I think, is kind of important in this kind of format because it's slower. Yeah, cards like Ill-Gotten Inheritance, you want to get rid of something like this. If you don't deal with this, I mean, you're gonna lose the game pretty much, unless you're playing a faster game, and chances are you're probably not. Vraska Golgari Queen, I mean, she came in clutch several games. How many times? Like, she effectively, I didn't get to use the ult, but effectively was gonna win with her ult in one game, so that's pretty cool. Getting that card advantage with the +2, but also being able to blow up my opponent's permanents. Then I wasn't sure how good she was going to be in terms of like removal, but plenty of 3-drops to destroy, plenty of auras, pacifism effects, so that's nice to get rid of. Rampaging Monument only came up like once, but it's nice that's colorless, so I don't have to worry about the color restrictions. Ashiok Skulker, I mean, it's just kind of a wing condition in a way, body. Dang, that one game, I thought we were kind of in trouble. I was worried, the fact our opponent countered our God-Pharaoh statue and, what was the other one? Did we play Chillbringer? Or, I can't remember what was the other card we played. No, it was the Ashiok Skulker. To counter both of these, and then the milled Ill-Gotten Inheritance, I was like, oh my gosh, how do we win now? There's not many ways, but Eternal Skylord was one of those few ways to get those flyers, and then Vraska Golgari Queen could be another way, if we were able to like really slow the game down to a screeching halt, which kind of did. It was that last game really just ended up being us just flooding out, except that I had the better board state. Chillbringer was definitely handy. I'm not surprised that it was a good card. I did wish we had the that 3/4 flyer that surveils too. That would have been nice to have. See, again, like, how many flyers, how many big creatures or expensive creatures have only 3 power, and Grotesque Demise can kill them all? Like, that's pretty impressive. Like, look at my top end, like Eternal Skylord, Chillbringer, Ashok Skulker, even Rampaging Monument when it's not, like, big yet. Like, all those die to Grotesque Demise. Yeah, and of course, God-Pharaoh Statue. If you are able to get ahead of your opponent, this can punish them really hard, and it's a win condition too, because just making your opponent's spells cost more is just, it hurts a lot. Unfortunately, our opponent had Disdainful Stroke, so that was unfortunate, but oh well. The deck, it did stuff. I'm surprised. It's a 4-colored deck. It's mostly blue and black. Demir splashing like white for like some removal spells, which did come up, honestly. Final Payment and Mortify. I'm glad I didn't cut those. I was debating about cutting white just because I needed to cut cards and for consistency's sake, but I wanted to play cool cards like Teferi. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was splashing green for Vraska. There's really nothing else here. I was playing green for. I was really trying my hardest to not play green because it's just not that good in pack 1. And there weren't really good cards anyway in green, so. But I definitely had the pack 1 pick 1 Vraska because she's just that good. And yeah, it was important. Several games where she was clutch. Teferi was passed to us, and that was a pretty sweet pickup. Our World Spark pack sucked. It was Elderspell, so, and then we got past like that blue submarine thing, and so and our planeswalker in our pack was Samut, so that was not great for us either. At least we got one planeswalker that we could use. He wasn't really in our colors, but oh well. Overall, impressive. I'm shocked that we went 7-0, but yeah, I think people are just still trying to figure out the format. It's a really weird one, but it's safe to say that I think it's very much a mid-range format. Aggro decks are not advised. It's possible, don't get me wrong, it's possible to put together an aggro deck, but like I said, these sets were not designed to be drafted together, so there's going to be a lot of inconsistencies, especially if you're trying to go 3 or more colors. With all the guildgates, it's doable. The problem is, if you're trying to go aggro, you don't want too many of those lands to come into play tap, because it really hurts your curve, trying to curve out. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. This was a lot of fun, and wow, again, going 7-0, that's pretty awesome.